Hey there guys! So you're interested in starting a YouTube channel. We're going to go over some of the things that you should consider before starting your channel. Why do you want to start your channel? Is it because you want to share some information that will help people? Is it because you want to entertain people? Why do you want to start your channel? If the reason for you wanting to start a channel is to make money and become famous, just stop right there, because nothing on YouTube is guaranteed. It may take you years to become successful on YouTube, and so in order to keep persevering, you have to be passionate about why you start the channel. If you start for a superficial reason, then you'll be more likely to give up on this potentially long journey to success. In my first 6 months of being on YouTube, I had a loyal 24 subscribers and a humble 20 views per video. So I didn't really have a whole lot going on in terms of numbers, but I kept going on with my channel because I really genuinely enjoyed what I was doing. What kind of videos do you want to make? Will they be beauty tutorials, product reviews? Now, I will say that when I started my channel, all I knew was that I wanted to make videos that both entertained and helped people. I really didn't know exactly what kind of videos I was going to make. And so what I did was I started to experiment with a lot of different categories. I made product reviews, I made vlogs, I made a whole bunch of different videos, and eventually I realized that I really enjoyed not only making but watching DIY and beauty tutorials, and so it was only later that I realized what the category of my channel would be. So I would just encourage those of you who aren't completely sure to experiment and have an open mind. Now, if you do know what kind of videos you want to make, then you are at an advantage, because having a focused series of videos will be more likely to help you build an audience more quickly. How will you make your videos? Are you going to use a camera? Are you going to use a webcam? It's important for you to figure out a way that you're going to film. You don't need to start off with an expensive DSLR. I started off by filming with a point-and-shoot Sony CyberShot camera, and that worked for me pretty well. I mean, did the job, you know, but and then later on I decided that I would invest in a DSLR. Now, the equipment does not make your channel. The content is more important than the equipment. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I heard somewhere that Jenna Marbles still films with her webcam. So, you know, it really is all about the content. You can have a really pretty looking video, but if the content isn't there, then it's not really gonna, you know, encourage people to keep watching. So definitely work on your content. Don't worry so much about the equipment just yet. Your equipment is just a plus. It is not a necessity. Secondly, how are you going to edit your videos? Now, you don't have to go out there and buy editing software. A lot of computers come with built-in video editing software, so you can certainly start off that way. And then later on, if you decide that you want to move on into more advanced editing, then you can go on and invest in fancier editing software. Brace yourself for negative feedback. YouTube is full of its nice share of insults and criticisms and things like that, and you are by no means exempt from that. It seems that the more successful you become, the more of it you will see. This is another reason that it's really important for you to have a channel that you're really passionate about, because if you're not really passionate about what you're doing, you'll be more likely to crumble at the hands of these negative comments. If you really love what you're doing for yourself, then you'll be more likely to, you know, push through and, you know, fight through these negative comments. Before I started my channel, I spent like 2 months preparing myself mentally for all of the negative comments I could possibly get, and this really did help. So just kind of like prepare yourself. Now, I will say that even if you prepare yourself, those first negative comments will still sting. So, you know, it doesn't matter how much you prepare yourself, it's still going to hurt at first, but, you know, with time it became more easy to deal with. So now it's just kind of like, just noise in the background, you know? So, time to start brainstorming a username. Usernames are extremely important. It's important that when you pick out a username, that it is simple and easy to remember. Now, you can make your username more specific to the category that your channel is about, or you can make more general. SofiaStyled is a general username, so I could literally make videos about anything and it would still work. So it's really up to you how specific you want to make your username. I spent a couple of months brainstorming a username. Along this process, I also asked for help from my husband, my sister, and my best friend, and I just asked them to help me brainstorm. During this time, I also used random username generators online. One that I will recommend is called the YouTube username generator on Social Blade. So I'm going to go ahead and include that link in the description box below, and that will at least give you some ideas. It's really important that you take your username seriously, because if your channel happens to blow up in terms of like popularity, then it will become your brand. So it's kind of a huge deal. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and hopefully this encouraged some of you to move on with your thought of starting a YouTube channel. If you have any other topics that you would like for me to cover in this series, then go ahead and leave those ideas in the comments below, and perhaps they will show up in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.